You've probably heard of the WOW signal, but do you know why, even after nearly half a century, it still sends a chill down the spine of every astronomer who looks at the data? This wasn't just some random blip. This was a 72-second message that might just be the most profound discovery in human history. 47 years ago, a volunteer at the Big Ear radio telescope was looking over endless printouts of cosmic noise. Suddenly, he saw it. A sequence of letters and numbers so unusual, so powerful, that he circled it and wrote a single word in the margin. Wow. And that's exactly what it was. A signal so perfect it looked like it was designed. To understand why this signal terrified scientists, you have to look at the numbers. It came in at a frequency of 1420.4556 megahertz. Now, that number might not mean much to you, but to an astrophysicist, it's sacred. That is the hydrogen line. It's the frequency at which hydrogen, the most abundant element in the entire universe, naturally vibrates. Think of it as the universe's own radio station. Because it's so important, an international treaty strictly forbids any human-made broadcasts on this frequency. This fact alone makes it extremely unlikely that the signal came from anywhere on Earth. But the frequency was just the beginning. The signal was what we call narrow band, meaning it was incredibly precise, not like the messy static you get from natural cosmic sources. And it was loud. I mean, astonishingly loud, 30 times stronger than the background hum of the universe. Imagine you're in a quiet library and suddenly a perfect, clear note rings out, drowning out every other sound. That's what the WOW signal was like for the Big Ear telescope. If you were an advanced civilization trying to send a hello across the galaxy, this is exactly how you would do it. You'd pick the one channel everyone in the universe would know to listen to, and you'd make your signal sharp, clear, and powerful. Of course, as scientists, we have to try and debunk this. We have to find a natural explanation. Over the decades, we've considered and ruled out almost everything. It wasn't a passing satellite. It wasn't a reflection from some piece of space debris. For a while, some thought it could be the hydrogen cloud around a comet, but that theory didn't hold up to scrutiny either. The signal was just too specific. The current leading natural explanation is something called a Maser flare. This is essentially a natural microwave laser, a sudden burst of energy from a massive interstellar gas cloud. It sounds plausible, right? A big cosmic burp. The problem is, for a natural event to produce a signal this precise, this coherent, and this intense, it would be an astronomical fluke. The statistical probability is so low, it's almost zero. We're talking about a 1 in a trillion type of event that has never, ever been observed before or since. So, is it more likely that we witnessed a once-in-a-universe natural phenomenon, or something else? And then there's the duration, 72 seconds. That's not how long the signal lasted. That is how long the Big Ear telescope was pointed at that specific spot in the sky as the Earth rotated. The signal was there when the telescope looked, and it was still there when the telescope moved on. It rose, peaked, and then faded exactly as predicted for a fixed source in deep space. The source itself was constant. But the biggest mystery of all is that it never repeated. We've pointed our most powerful telescopes back to that exact region of the Sagittarius constellation countless times, and we've heard nothing but silence. This is the final, frustrating piece of the puzzle. Does this silence mean it was just a bizarre, one-off natural event? Or did we happen to catch a fleeting glimpse of something extraordinary? A momentary ping from a civilization that has since gone quiet, changed its frequency, or simply moved its transmitter? We just don't know. The data doesn't lie, but it refuses to give up its secrets. The WOW signal remains what it has always been, a beautiful, terrifying, and persistent anomaly. What do you think? Was it a natural fluke of cosmic proportions, or the one and only time we've ever overheard a conversation not meant for us? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy exploring the biggest mysteries of the cosmos, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time.